Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a memory photo slideshow using Filmora 9. So I think this slideshow is very beautiful. I know that there's some tutorial about photo slideshow on my channel, but this one is another one, and this is very beautiful, I promise you. So let's watch the slideshow. This is an example. Alright, so that is very interesting, right? So in order to create this slideshow, before jumping into the software, I want to explain some fundamental things about this slideshow. The idea is that I have a very big image with resolution bigger than 4K, and then I put I overlay some image of my friends on that image. Then we can use pan and zoom feature in Filmora 9 to do the trick, and also music and slow music also. So the first thing first, we need a background. So a big image bigger than 4K, and the second thing, we need a 4K video. A 4K video, because when I zoom in a specific part on the screen, if I use smaller than 4K, then I cannot produce full HD video quality. I think the quality is not very good. The image become pixelate. So we need a 4K. With 4K video, we can zoom in a part in full HD on the screen, so it's very easy and keep the quality of the video. Okay, so first thing first, we need a background. I go to pixabay.com to look for a background. Let me show you. And this is the background. So I go to pixabay.com. This is a free stock image, and I search for background, and then I find this one. This is a sunset with a small boat on that. So I think it's beautiful, but you can choose any background you want. And then I go to free download. In order to get this high resolution image, I need to sign in to this website. So you need your email address to register an account on pixabay.com, and it's free. You don't have to pay anything. So just register one, and you can download high resolution image from this website. So that finished with the background. Okay. And the second thing, we need some example image. So this is these are the image of my friends. I took this image about 3 or 4 days ago during my trip to Ha Long Bay. I also show another video about Ha Long Bay on my channel. You can watch it here or here. Okay, so all these images are shot in different resolution. Some in 16:9, and some other is 9:16. For example, this one. Okay, let's check the details. It is 16:9, so the pixel, the dimension is 2400 by 1344. But it doesn't matter. We can resize it and scale it down inside Filmora when we overlay it on the background. So here's the background image that is larger than 4K. Okay, to get the best quality. And then we open Filmora. And here's the example timeline that I just showed you at the beginning. It is the most, right? So let's open it and show you how I did it. So on the first track I have a title. So this is summer 2020. It is my title track. I add it later when I finish the project. And second track is just one video, one 4K video on the timeline. But my project setting is Full HD, 16:9 Full HD, because I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and I use the original 4K video to create this slideshow. And at the first part, let me show you, zoom in a little bit. At the first part is a crop. So I crop to the area I want here, just a sample. So there's a few seconds that the image is stay free frame, okay? This is crop, and this is zoom and pan. So we go to zoom and pan, see the zoom and pan area here. So we have the start at the very first girl, and the second is end at the second girl, okay? And that is zoom and pan. And this side, this box size is 16:9. So this is 1920 by 1080p, okay? And I keep this box all the way when I zoom in on the screen. So I didn't change the size of the box because I want to maintain the aspect ratio and also the video quality, okay? And so that is the basic theory of this slideshow. And finally, let's just a second. Finally, there is a crop area. This is a crop area where I want to the slideshow to stop for some second. And this is a crop area. If I click on crop, it is crop. Let's play it. It's cropped at this position. First thing first, I will create a new project, a new blank project with custom. Let's just create a new project with 16:9 widescreen and say no. As I mentioned earlier, we need a 4K footage, so I'm going to change the project setting. I go to File and go to Project Setting, and then we keep 16:9 aspect ratio. And click OK. And at the resolution, we need to change it to 4K. So we select this one, 4K USD. Okay, and I'm going to stick with 30 frames per second because I want the slideshow to be a little bit smoother than 24 frames per second. So I'm going to have 30 frames per second and click OK. And now I need to drag and drop my media into this library. Let's go to my example. So here's the background and all the image that I want to use, and drag and drop it into Filmora. Okay. And the first thing I need to put the background image at the bottom layer. Okay. And extend it. And also I'm going to use one audio track. It is a smooth one, but you can also find it on YouTube. It's let me find it. Toy piano. This is a slowly music I would like to use. So I put it here, and so it will end at about 1 minute at this position. And I can shorten it, so it doesn't matter, because if you want to make 1 minute photo slideshow, or you make 2 minutes or 3 minutes, it depends on you. Okay, so this is the background. Okay, let's play it. So there's no zoom and pan effect in this image. To be sure that there's no zoom and pan, you need to go to File and go to Preference, and then at the Editing tab, you select photo placement that I fit. So you can choose fit or crop to fit. Okay, just don't select pan and zoom. Okay, just fit. And for the photo duration, it's okay, 5 seconds or whatever, and click OK. So that is the background. Okay, and now we need to overlay our small image on this background. And now we go back to media, And then the first one, for example, I use my friend on the first track on the timeline, and I also want to extend it to the whole duration of the video. And now it is here, but without border and no shadow. And now we go to select on the image and go to effect and go to utility, and we can find the border here, right here, or you can also search for border, right? Edit this box. Now I'm going to drag and drop this border directly to the image, so we create a border around her. Okay, and now we double click on the image again, and you can see that we have an option to activate the drop shadow. So we click on the drop shadow here, so there is a shadow here, but we need to adjust some parameter at the shadow to make it right for you. But it's my personal take, so you can just do it like your way. I want to reduce the blur distance, blur intensity a little bit, and also reduce the distance to maybe 5 or 6. Yeah, 6 is okay for me. And now we click OK, and now I can resize the image. Just click on the preview window, and I can also rotate the image with this button. Okay, just left click and hold your mouse and then move it. Now we can move it to the corner of the screen. But I think it's too big, because the idea is that we pan on the left to right of the screen, and then go down and then zoom out. Okay, so we're going to resize it a little bit smaller. Yeah, just half size of the screen. I think it's okay. And that is the first image, and we can click OK here, and then we bring down the second image. Also, I'm going to select the same. No, not her. We are selecting this image, and we need to drag and drop it on top track. So that is the first track is for the background, and the second track is for the first image, and the third image is on the third track. Okay, and also extend it to the full length of the video. Now we need to do the same, but we can do it faster. Right click on the first image and select copy effect. Okay, and then we can paste the effect on the second image, so it has the same direction, the same effect with border and shadow, but we need to move it out. Okay, so that is the first one. The second one, you just put it somewhere on the screen whenever you want to zoom it back to that area. Okay, and now we can do the same for all other image, but I will do it fast right here now. Okay. Okay, I can also put all the image on the timeline, and then I copy and paste the effect to all of them, and that is another way. Okay, for example here, this one, and okay, so when we have all the image on the background, we need to export this video. So let's go to the export setting. Okay, and now we go to export, and we need to go to setting. So we keep it 4K. Okay, and the frame rate, I want to go with 30 frames per second, as I mentioned, and the bit rate we stick with 30 kbps. So then I click OK. But because exporting a 4K video will take time, so I'm going to show you the example that I already exported, right? So click cancel and go to export, and here is the photo slideshow I create in Filmora. For example, when you export the video, when you finish and you will have a video like this, let's click on that. So in this video, you just have a 4K video with all the image overlay on the background. And that is the first step. We finished the first step, and then we need to bring this footage into Filmora. Okay, so I'm going to use this footage instead of the new one I just created. Okay, and we need to bring it into Filmora, and let's drag and drop it. Okay, so let's go back to the media, and then drag and drop this into Filmora and put it right here. Now I'm going to delete the example timeline. Okay, let's just delete it. Now we need to bring it to one of our track, any track you want. So and now the resolution and frame rate is different with the project setting, but I want to keep my project setting. But I'm not going to export a 4K video, because I want to export only full HD. So I go to File and to project setting again, and I change the resolution to full HD. Okay, and at this time I also keep the frame rate at 30 frames per second and click OK. Now we have the video and the background music already in it, right? Let's play it. Okay, so let's first render it to get a smooth review. Alright, so I have my footage render on the timeline now. So the first part, I want to have a small area on the screen that is free, so it's cropped. But before doing that, I need to select the footage. Then I go to crop. Here, I click on this button, click on crop. So at the first part, I want to have a small part stay there. I mean free frame for about 2 seconds. Let's go to crop and select the ratio by 16:9. Okay, and then we just go to adjust it, adjust the frame. So let's change it to 16:9. Yeah. So this is the resolution we want. So I will not change the size of this box when it zoom along the screen, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so the first part I want to crop here, and I select OK. And now we want to have that crop area about 3 seconds. Actually, I can just select any position on the timeline and I split it, but I want to measure it precisely. So I go to media again and go to sample color, and I can drag and drop any sample color onto the timeline at the top track. And this one is a 5 seconds, so I want to have 3 seconds, then I just trim it down to 3 seconds, or 2 seconds, sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, so this is 2 seconds. So I want to crop the screen and stay there for 2 seconds, and I can split it now. So let's select 2 seconds at the end of the sample color and split. Press Ctrl B, something like that. And then at the second part, I want to start panning to the right. Okay, and select the part again and go to crop again. Now we have this crop area, but we want to have it pan and zoom, so we click on pan and zoom. Okay, and now we have the start side and the end side. We need to adjust the end side to the same resolution, the same size. Okay, so we have start size and end size, so the same. Okay, and now I want to pan it to this position right here. So the first image to the second image, and also click OK to go back to the timeline. Okay, and now we have an effect like this. Let's hide the first track, and we have an effect like this. Stay there and start panning, but the speed of the pan effect is very slow, and we need to shorten the duration of the video of the footage, but we don't want to shorten it. We need to split it. So I want to have 5 second panning effect. So I also use the same sample color right here, and I move it right here, and then I extend it to 5 seconds. 5, almost 5. Okay. Okay, let's make it precisely. So I'm going to right click on that and select duration, and I change it to 5. Okay. Yeah, and click OK. And now we need to move our playhead to the end of the sample color and split the clip, and then we split here. So we do the same. We do the same with other part on the timeline, right? And here we need to select it, go to crop tool again. So now we have a start here and end here, but we need to switch it. So we click on this button, swap zoom and pan. Click on this. So this start here, and then we adjust and we move the end box. Move the end box to where we want to the pan effect to happen. So I pan to another effect, another image, sorry, and also click OK. And then I move the sample color again, move it to here. And also split at the end, okay. And then select the next part again, and go to crop again. So just do the same. And now also click on this button and adjust the end box to here. So this is another image, and click OK. And then move the box again. Just again and again. Okay. And also split the footage. And select the next part, go to crop, click on this button and adjust the end size to here, and click OK. So that you need to do just the same to the end of the video, but I want to split it right here so that you don't need to do all the same step. And so I want to make the final cut here, right here. So I want to make this one is 10 seconds. Okay, so that is the final one, as I split it right here. So I delete the rest. Okay. So for the last part, I want to zoom out to the full screen. So I also select on that and go to crop again. And this is the end, and also click on this button, right? So this is start, and we can adjust the end to the full screen. Okay. So we almost finished the effect, the slideshow we want to create, and here is what we have just created. Let's play it full screen so you can preview it and play. Okay, so it is not smooth because I'm just recording my screen and also rendering the preview, so it is not smooth. And one more trick, because I want to have I think a stop, 1 or 2 second stop, so the slideshow it pan right here and stop here for 1 or 2 seconds, and then continue to pan. So that how I do it. I will show you this one. Let's go back. And this is the first one, and the first one here's the crop, so it's okay, and it start panning to the right, and I can just split the second part in 2 sections, this one. So this is the pan zoom and pan part, and this is the free frame part. So I select this one and also go to crop again. So now it starts from here and end here. Okay, so we also need to click on this button again to switch it. So this is start, and then we click on crop, and then we click OK. So I do the same with the second one. So also split it and select it, go to crop and click on this button and click on crop. Okay, so I don't need to see. So here's the free frame. I click OK, and this is the final effect. Okay, so now we do the same with all other parts, and finally we export it. So we export and go to setting, and also increase the bitrate if you want. So 30 frames per second is okay, and then click OK, and then I can export it. I will show you at the end of the video. So that's all I want to show you in this tutorial. I hope it is helpful for you to make a memory photo slideshow for your family and friends, or you can make it for your client. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any question, let me know at the comment section below. And also be sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new here. Bye.